Cartels from Mexico are now considered foreign terrorists in Texas. Governor Abbott signed an executive order making the declaration yesterday. He blamed the cartels for the growing fentanyl crisis in Texas. Abbott says he wants to reclassify fentanyl overdoses as fentanyl poisoning and charge those who provide the drug to someone who dies of an overdose with murder.
President Joe Biden spoke before world leaders to criticize Russian President Vladimir Putin and his 7-month-long invasion of Ukraine. Biden's UN speech fueled by Putin's latest threat of a nuclear response, despite repeated warnings from the U.S. and NATO against just that. At the same General Assembly, Ukraine's president called for more just punishment against Russia.
Former President Donald Trump is responding to 2 investigations that took major steps forward yesterday. A federal appeals court panel ruled the Justice Department can resume its criminal review of classified documents seized from his Florida home. Meanwhile, in New York, the state attorney general filed a civil suit against Trump and others for fraudulently obtaining loans by allegedly inflating the value of his assets on applications, among other schemes.
Virginia Thomas has agreed to an interview with the House Select Committee investigating the Capitol insurrection. The wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas will be interviewed in the coming weeks. Thomas's attorney says his client wants to clear up any misconceptions about her work relating to the 2020 election.
U.S. Army is working to improve how it handles sexual assault and harassment. They've established a special trial council and have also removed commanders from making decisions related to the prosecution of certain crimes like rape and sexual assault. These changes come in response to the 2020 Fort Hood report, which was ordered after the death of several people on base, including 20-year-old soldier Vanessa Guillen.
Interest rates heading up again after the Federal Reserve gave a key rate another 0.75% boost in an effort to cool inflation. And several of your bills may be increasing too. Experts say the first place you may see it is on your credit card statement as rates rise. And while savings accounts will get a slight boost, the cost of borrowing to buy a house also going up.
Oil prices are rising a bit today after slipping following the Fed's interest rate boost. Benchmark oil prices fell to nearly 2-year lows amid worries that higher interest rates may push global economies into a recession.
The recent rise in mortgage rates is a big reason the housing market slowed for the 7th straight month in August. The National Association of Realtors says sales of previously owned homes fell 0.4% compared to July and were down nearly 20% compared to a year ago.
Walmart is gearing up for the holiday rush with plans to hire about 40,000 people, most of them seasonal workers, but that's a decrease from 2021. This time last year, Walmart was looking to hire about 150,000 people. That's today's 9 at 9.